Hi. That is the correct word for what the fuck I am right now. Welcome to that laugh. I just had to consider a lot of time at the stop sign waiting for the light to change. Thinking about all the bullshit I learned about myself last year. It's not good. I'm not doing well at all. Okay? So they told me I had Asperger's last year, guys. And it checks out. I used to, don't judge me, goddammit. I used to eat glue as a kid. I used to eat Charmin tissue. And I used to swallow coins. Yeah, his face is everything. And they've changed it to ASD now, guys, to make me feel better. It's called autism spectrum disorder. And I'm winning the game because I have no friends. Yes, okay. I've been in therapy for a while and I'm starting to get my mental illness bullshit out, okay, guys? Because if you want to talk about tattoos, I got this and this tattoo when I was 33. And that's when I found out I was bipolar. So, brings me to my story here, guys. Now, I've been in therapy for a long time. This is a very hard thing for me to talk about. I have something called agoraphobia, which means I'm basically afraid to leave the house. Okay? Last year it took me 6 months to get out. And because the universe is great, I also have claustrophobia. So I'm just gonna give you a little example what the two devils on my shoulder feel like once I get to the car, okay? This is claustrophobia. Hey bitch, you don't like being in this space, do you? Agoraphobia is like, but you can't get out, can you? And at the intersection, there's a panic attack that's like, bitch, what you gonna do? And I go home a lot, okay? So, my therapist stopped checking on me for 4 weeks, guys. 4 weeks. And I was being petty because I'm a petty person. And I was like, I'm not gonna call him, he should call me, he's a fucking professional, okay? I've been with him for 2 years, I don't even know if he has fucking legs right now at this point. It's just been on video, okay? But I've met my psychiatrist in person. They're the medicine people, they're different. My psychiatrist has been trying to be my therapist for a long time. So he said, you know what, you should call the therapist, get in touch with him. I was like, fine, I'll be a fucking grown-up, I'll call. So I called him, and I was good the whole session. And at the end, he said, was there anything else that you had anything on your mind about anything? I said, as a matter of fact, I do, because you know I'm a fucking honest person, Adam. Okay? I feel some type of way about you not contacting me for 4 weeks. And he says, well, I feel at some point when I worked with a patient, ouch, over an extended period of time, they need to be responsible enough to contact me. And I was like, nigga, we have been through suicide attempts, okay? Mommy issues. And guys, the suicide didn't work, guys. It didn't fucking work. I'm here. God damn it. I am not responsible enough to call you Pat. How dare you? So now, guys, this is where I'm trying to work on this. So I'm thinking about cheating on my therapist with my psychiatrist because he's been wanting to be my therapist for quite some time. And I used to be like, oh, you're the medicine guy. What are you talking? He's like, how do you feel? So now I'm gonna let him scratch that itch on the pad. And I'll be like, you know what? I want to tell you how I feel today, duck. And I don't know what else to do with that, guys. But yeah, that's it. DC rants. Sorry. Thank you. He raised his hand back there. Yeah. Tell me how horrible I am. God, he's still writing Jesus.
Thank you. Off the top of my head, I would have loved to see like an extension of the cheating metaphor you were working on right there. Yeah, that's great. Like, just, what a cheater do, dog. Like, you get 2 phones.
Yeah.
You get like 2 phones or something. I don't know. He's like your therapist is asking to see your phone all the time. You're like, nah, don't worry about it.
Oh,
No, he's not even interested anymore.
Whatever
Okay.
cheaters do, like I don't know. I think that was great.
Like scheduling your appointments at like hotels and whatnot.
With the psychiatrist?
You're making all your appointments through DMs on Instagram.
Well, also, I started off with my psychiatrist in person, and then the pandemic happened, so I'm also on video with him.
So you're emotionally cheating.
So yeah, exactly. So I'm trying to, okay, I like that. But he really is he's the psychiatrist since day one. It's supposed to be a 20-minute appointment. He spends almost an hour talking to me. I'm like, this is not what psychiatrists do. And so now I'm just like, I put
I like to make it comparable, like the dating bar for men. Like,
Yeah.
it's like this man has spent, like, he asks me
all the
questions
time,
about
and
me.
I have rejected it. Okay, I like it. Okay.
So a little earlier in the joke, you talked about like he hasn't called me in 4 weeks. I think it could be fun to talk about like what you can do in 4 weeks. I think like typically a lot of people might revert to making a suicide joke at that point, but you could definitely make something about like Putin. I mean, it's kind of hacky, like Putin tried to invade a country, but there you can like find out a lot of things that people try to do in 4 weeks, or like you could just say a bunch of things about that.
Well, I started when he quit talking to me. I started stand up, and so when I did talk to him again, he said, "Well, I thought you were doing well because you were posting videos." And then at one show, I was like, "That's because I was in fucking pain and I lost my mind,"
I feel like I started doing stand-up, like, why am I still paying this asshole?
Yeah, or you should be
My
like,
therapist.
you should be like any person who sees stand up should not see that as a green flag. Like that's not a good sign.
Thank you.
If eating the coins, the Charmin, and the
Oh,
glue,
God.
I wanted there to be something like there's an arts and crafts project in my stomach or something. Like I wanted those 3 things to
resolution,
make
yeah.
something.
Yeah, or like, you were diagnosed with
The weird,
ASD.
yeah, the weirdo.
This test was brought to you by Elmer's.
I wanted to make something. So I don't know if you
So-
you can change the objects maybe. If it might be true that you did eat those things,
You could,
but like if you change them and
you could
like
say like popsicle sticks
Yeah.
and glue and something else. Be like, there's a birdhouse in my stomach.
yeah.
I know.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Because I used to stand in the lunchtime and eat Charmin because my mom didn't have a lot of money.
there's truth to it.
So,
But you
yeah.
can change the objects
Yeah,
into
and-
making a
Okay.
joke. Yeah.
And then I wanted to see if the coins came out.
We had the wrong kind of paper.
Huh? You said what?
Like we had the wrong kind of paper.
Did you go to school for the 2 points?
You know, because your mom ain't
That's wild.
Hey, I'll tell you this also. I saw you at the Comedy Loft open mic with Broken Mike a couple weeks ago. I don't know what you did. Maybe it's just because of ambient noise in there, but when you talked about, I don't even know if he has legs yet, that made more sense today because you talked about a video conference. So I don't know what you did to polish that up, or if it's just easier to hear because it's not as loud, but that hit harder today, so that was good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe something self-deprecating. I don't know if you like to engage in self-deprecation with
Yes.
comedy, but like the agoraphobia thing hit me because in my head I was like, she's doing great. Or it's like regardless of what you say after that, like, she's doing fantastic. So you could say something like, oh, even if you don't like the jokes, I'm killing it. 'Cause I'm like,
Oh yeah, I do that a lot too.
yeah.
I'm killing something, right? Okay. That's
No,
how
write
I
that down now. Killing something.
Yeah,
That's
I'm killing
good.
You
something.
like relate the suicide back to like, but I couldn't follow it through because of like the agoraphobia.
Yeah, I do talk a lot about how I have panic attacks on my way to an open mic that somebody invited me to, and I'll make it up the steps, and this is some shit that happened, and then I can't go in, and I'll be like, can you guys tell them?
You're like, I keep going like, this is where I live now.
I made it right here.
Yes,
Did something.
this is my new home. I cannot live from
And
this.
you're not getting back on that tiny tube in the metro. You know what I mean? You get
Yeah.
So yeah, exactly. This is where you live now. Yeah,
This is my home.
yeah.
Okay, and then one last thing I just want to ask you guys. So I usually do, and you were at the Comedy Loft. So
Yeah.
remember when I was like, so what am I gonna do? That was before I thought about the cheating part. So when I was like, what am I gonna do, guys? Are you my new therapist? Everybody seems to love that. I'm like,
Okay.
it's you.
Yeah.
Yes, that's how I do it.
So, the tag I came up with in my head is like, my psychiatrist wants to be my new therapist, and I want to go fuck my pediatrician. I don't know, like just
And now I'm
throwing
cheating
in
with
another
random
like, I don't
shit.
know.
Or you're genuinely stand up in front of him now. This is another open mic.
I thought about playing my orthodontist and my dentist off against each other just to see what happens now.
Yeah, throwing in like another like health worker like type person.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a configuration trigger there where you can kind of like spin it like a riddle where you have to think about it. There'll be a delayed reaction. There'll be a hard laugh.
Okay, and real quick to your point, Ty, about the coins, because that just attributes to me like, oh, checks out. You know what I mean? Like, shit, I did weird
You don't
shit.
have to.
But
I
what
mean,
did you? I know I want to hear it because I want to see.
What do you
Like,
mean?
if you said that having something go with them, because
So-
you're right, I didn't do it at the same time, but I wasn't Lindsay eating boogers, so I justified it.
Like
Yeah.
creating something out of those three objects that you're eating because you're ingesting them. Like I have something in my stomach now made out of those three objects.
I forgot I ate gum too, so yeah, you're right. I got a whole. Okay, still there. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Alrighty, cheers everybody.